Odin will be most displeased. I did not foresee this. I fear I am deserving of Odin's wrath for not warning him of Kang's nefarious plan. The villain must have schemed beyond my view to create this twisted land he calls a kingdom, and to allow Asgard to be drawn into this chaos. This failing weighs heavy on me. But I will atone for this error by defending Asgard in its time of need. I will prove my worth by driving the enemies of my king from this land. Although, if you could perhaps lend me your aid, just as a precaution, I would be ever in your debt. Very good. Then let us prepare for battle. I sense our enemies in this direction. Any moment now, they will appear. Stay vigilant. Might I request that you keep the noise to a minimum? This requires my full concentration. Perhaps it was nothing. Allow me to try again. Yes. Asgard's enemies surely advance from this direction. Hold firm, friend. They must be biding their time, waiting for the perfect opportunity. I understand your frustration, but please refrain from fidgeting so much back there, friend. Another red herring. Perhaps this is more of Kang's trickery. This time I'm sure of it. The enemies approach from this way any moment now. Just be patient. It sounds as though you're waging your own war back there. The bee happened by? There seem to be more of them since we came to Chronopolis. Nothing. Again. It seems there are no enemies here after all. Could my vision truly be this mistaken? Or perhaps the very thought of our heroic vigilance has caused them to turn tail and flee. At any rate, Asgard is safe, for now at least. Though we fail to meet any actual combat, somehow I feel your presence alone has been a tremendous boon to me. So for that, you have my thanks. Should you ever have need for it, my blade is yours to command.
Yay! Oh, sorry. That didn't sound dignified. I'm in. Yay!
I am ill at ease performing in this Ethernet food preparation charade while the city is in the midst of Ragnarok.
Yes, you made that quite clear when you broke the camera. You did give your word, though.
I didst give thou my word.
How are those camera repairs coming, guys? Oh, looks like we can get started. I'm a Midgardian.
And I am an Asgardian.
And this is
the Forget the Takeaway. It's time to cook real food in a web show.
Today we're joined by a special guest, a real-life Asgardian from the hidden realm of Asgard.
I was deceived into giving my word and am now indentured until the end of this recording session.
Tremendous! Today, we're taking a look at creating a traditional gold brick roast while paying special attention to the cultural requirements of the Asgardian diet so our guest here feels well at home.
Before Ragnarok, this was my home. Now, in the aftermath, it is ever more apparent that everything I once knew is gone.
So there's no specific things you can't eat then?
Gluten is iffy.
Well, as soon as the fridge turns up, we'll get cooking. Just like Andrimnir would himself.
Actually, Andrimnir was a rather limited chef, capable only of preparing the same dish night after night. His title, God of Cooking, is naught but a cruel joke.
While we wait, why not purchase your own? Forget the takeaway. It's time to cook real food in a web show apron from our high-quality website designed by my nephew. Although we can allude to it, we can't show you the apron or the website for legal reasons, as our rivals own the broadcast rights to it.
Is all Midgardian law so contrived?
Mainly copyright law. Delicious Asgardian ingredients sourced straight from the heartland of Asgard. Let's take a moment to savor and appreciate their beauty before we chuck them all in the blender.
This blender you speak of, I do not see it.
That's because, despite your appointed role as goddess of unpacking recently purchased kitchen appliances, you've neglected to unpack our recently purchased kitchen appliance.
I see. 100,000 apologies. The instructions provided here are insufficient, filled with pictograms with nary a word in sight. I cannot do this.
So, esteemed guest, any fun vacations planned?
Most Asgardian holiday destinations have been recently closed off to me due to lava. Could you recommend any Midgardian destinations?
I'm told Tahiti is a magical place.
How amusing. The Kree speak poorly of it.
And now, to move our concoction into the hot fires of the end of the world for...
I was led to believe we were using some manner of sponsored Midgardian device to generate heat in this escapade.
I'm gonna edit you saying that out of this. For 30 minutes at 1,832 degrees Fahrenheit, or thereabouts.
Must we really wait 30 minutes?
Nah, nobody waits that long for a cake these days.
Cake? Not roast?
Nobody's paying attention. It's fine. The perfect dessert for your Asgardian-themed dinner party. Serves 12.
Is this webinet of yours really willing to tolerate such drivel as this?
Oh, they'll watch anything on there.
Buddy, help a fella out. So I had a, shall we say, eventful night last night. One that involved my bike getting the teensiest, tiniest bit destroyed by an angry gang. I've been looking to pick up a new one, but everyone I ask about it just screams and runs away. Think maybe it's the flaming head. Hey, your head ain't on fire, or at the very least not as on fire. You think maybe you could grill some of these locals about where to find a good bike? Thanks! Somebody around here's gotta know where I can find a bike which suits my awesome style. You know, skulls and flames and, you know, that stuff.
On my recent travels, I happened upon a merchant selling majestic two-wheeled carriages, black as night, which leave flames in their wake. I wish to return there, but its location eludes my memory. How vexing.
Have you had the chance to venture to the saloon in the Old West? When last I visited, the drinksmith told me there shall soon be mechanical men performing songs. Such whimsy.
I was told Asgard was a lovely place to visit, but it's rather worse for wear. I'll be having a word with my travel agent when I get back to Manhattan. Hello! Dost thou remember me? I moved here from Manhattan. Thanks for the
A peculiar man with a head of flame is said to have been seen roaming these parts. If you see him, be wary. He could well be in league with that fiend, Ragnarok.
The city of many colors across the dusty arena is a most beguiling place. Indeed, my travel companion was quite enchanted by what the merchant near the tall spire had on display. Perhaps I should return to purchase one of those strange contraptions for him. I wonder if Lady Sif ever rescued those poor souls adrift on the lava. I should probably go and see her.
I feel so lost without a bike. Found out anything useful yet? Sounds like something in Nuevo York. Could be useful if we knew for definite what the place was selling. Mechanical men. Interesting, but unless they can transform into bikes, it doesn't help me. That sounds promising. Just need to know where that merchant is. All right. Think we got ourselves a lead. An awesome bike shop in Nuevo York. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's head on over there.
I dare say that Asgard have seen better days.
Gotta cut through here to get to Nuevo York. Just hope we don't run into any trouble. Trying to get between me and my new bike, huh? Big mistake. That's those guys taken care of. On we go. All this walking really ain't my style. Ugh, think I got sand in my shoe. You guys couldn't wait until after I picked up my bike to jump us? Losers. All right, this is Nuevo York. Now, where was that bike shop again?
You can do it, Avengers. I believe in you. Even if your actions aren't technically authorized by us.
Man, I hate walking. I forgot how much I hate walking. I just want to ride! Is this the place? And is that?
Huh?
Huh. Well, this ain't quite what I was expecting. And I somehow doubt this thing is packing much in the way of horsepower, but, I do like the color, so I guess it'll do for now. If nothing else, it beats walking, right? Anyway, thanks for helping me out. You're ever in a jam? Give me a call, though I, may not be able to get there too fast on this thing.
Is that right?
Look! A person, I think. I might be getting some more interference this side than I thought. Could have sworn that structure wasn't there before. I heard someone say Asgard had shifted into another reality. I wish I'd seen who'd said that. But hey-ho.
I'm not certain what happened, but it was surely no fault of my own.
Where did that spring from? Is this that timey-wimey nonsense I've been hearing about? Mayday! Mayday! Going down! Tell my mum I... Wait, what am I flapping about? I'm not actually there. Well, no point me sticking around here. I'm off to talk to a real person.
Boy, I could use a superhero right now. There's no limit to the scope of my cameo talent. Here's my award for best cameo.
How fares your aim? Perhaps you might mount the cannon and grant us a demonstration. I was most humbled when they offered the position of cannon guard. I have adored cannon since I was a boy. I cannot get enough of them. You are unstoppable at the helm of a cannon. Please, grace us with another display soon. If thou thinketh on it, there are still many fragments of Asgard left. The rumor that it hath been completely obliterated hath been wildly exaggerated.
I bet someone will pay a high price for this. Star-Lord, legendary outlaw.
Something for my next session of magical... I can't use this? Well, nobody's perfect. will take more than that to keep me at bay.
Interesting. I wonder if there is mention of this in the Book of Vishanti.
I've just noticed a strange woman appear in Asgard. Be careful. She looks dangerous.
Interesting.
The bad guys sure are keeping us busy. Can you take care of the incident near you?
My own realm is presently beyond my reach, so I will accept the crown of this one for the time being. Ah, the first of my new loyal souls. Come to me, and we shall return to Helheim together. My touch will send the bravest of Asgardians to Valhalla. To resist is mere folly.
Why do bad guys never seem to understand the concept of personal freedom?
You show much courage in facing me. A trait I value in members of the Helheim army. I shall wear you down. Why delay the inevitable? You will be mine. My touch reaches all immortals. Mortals are mere annoyances. Memento Mori.
Yay! Oh, sorry. That didn't sound dignified. I meant, yay!
Bad stuff happening. Dead ahead. Is it Kang? Whoever it is, we can't let them get away with it.
The Arkindai rages once more. Please calm him.
Those golden...
Excuse me. Do you have a moment?
If I ever meet the person...
Oh, wow. You're that hero. The one that...
It's admirable how many people are adapting to a new way of life in this world, but I can also sense others who are scared or uncertain of the future. As an empath, I can use my powers to influence the emotions of others. I want to use that power to make these troubled people feel happy, even if only for a little while, to help them through this difficult time. I just need a little help finding them first, which is where I was hoping you would come in. Oh, thank you. I can sense a few people in this area affected by extreme negative emotion. Let's start looking for them. Perhaps I should have mentioned this earlier, but while I'm with you, the sources of negative emotions will also appear on your radar. That should help us search. I think we're close to someone who needs I just need to get close enough to touch them for a moment.
I miss my old view of the mountains. But what if we never go home? I might never see it again.
I'm so sorry. Could I bother you for a moment?
What is it? Huh? You know, maybe ugly was a bit harsh on this view. It's definitely different, but I could get used to it. And no one can take away my memories of the old view. I should definitely start sleeping in another room, though. Those lights might be not ugly, but they are not helpful when you're trying to get to sleep.
Looks like we helped that person.
It really isn't here, is it? The only place I ever truly belonged, and that stupid Kang didn't include it in his stupid world. I hate him. Now I don't know where I belong.
Excuse me, can I just... I think you have something on you.
What? Where? I don't see anything. Huh. You know, I've just realized that this place has a coffee shop almost identical to my old one. I can just belong there until this whole thing blows over. And maybe this place won't have an annoying laptop lady in there all the time. We get it. You're a writer or something.
I can't believe what happened to Clive. Is she a villain? Is he a villain? Is that Rock a villain? I can't trust anyone. Everyone's a suspect.
Here, let me help you.
Don't hurt me. Oh, I don't know what you just did, but I feel amazing. I guess the odd crazy person doesn't mean there aren't still good people like you around. I should probably go and apologize to Frank for screaming faker at him earlier. Maybe later.
Why did I think it was a good idea to go outside? Going outside is terrifying right now. Oh man, oh man. I wish I was at home instead of this crazy place.
Excuse me, this will only take a moment.
Huh? Hey, what are you... Oh, hey, I suddenly feel really peaceful. And was the view always this good? I could stay out here all day.
I'm no longer sensing any of the negative emotions I was before. We did it! The effect of my power may only be temporary, but the new thoughts often lead to longer-lasting realizations, resulting in a general overall happiness. Sorry, I must sound like an advert for herbal remedies. At least, that's what Star-Lord normally tells me. Anyway, thank you for your help. If there's anything I can do to return the favor, don't hesitate to ask.
Interesting specimen. Shame, I've probably got about 1 million of these at home.
Show them! I'll show them all! You look like someone who can tell a stupid name from a really awesome, terrifying one. So tell me honestly, Taserface is a really awesome, terrifying name, right? And your silence says it all. It's always the silence, or the laughing, never the screams, or the say what? That's such a cool and intimidating name that I was promised. So that settles it. You need to help me find out what these people think a scary name sounds like. You're gonna canvass this place until I have a name that strikes fear into the hearts of all men, women, and or other. This is totally gonna work, or my name isn't TBD.
Spotted a crime taking place in your area if you aren't too busy.
Can't decide if the West is wilder or less wild since we joined Chronopolis.
So then he says nobody talks to Taserface that way, and oh boy, you should have seen us crying. I was crying laughing. So good. So good. We did have to skedaddle pretty quick after that, though.
Can't believe I missed the lady giving out free Hexagon Blitz t-shirts.
Did you ever find out what all that commotion was over in Xandar? Sounded pretty wild.
Shady kidnapping rackets going on down in the maintenance tunnels.
I hear that Demonics is hiring. Too bad they have such a bad reputation.
Did you hear? There was some kind of incident over in Sakar, in the museum, I think. Don't know what happened, but whatever it was, everyone's now way too scared to go near the place.
Is that right? Did you know Outback has been going since 2013?
Shame about the museum shutting down, but after that business with those spike monsters getting in, I guess they didn't really have much of a choice.
All right! Get out there and see what these losers think. So what did you find out? Spill it! Think you might have something there. Guess there could be something to that. So, the spike monster outbreak over in Sakar gave everyone the heebie-jeebies, eh? Good! Yeah, that settles it. From now on, my name will be Spikeface! Ha! That's good! And spikes are doubly cool, because not only is it the name of a monster, it's also spiky, which makes it even more dangerous. As thanks for your small part in this, you can call on me for a favor whenever you need it. But, you may have to direct your requests to Taserface, just until all the paperwork goes through.
Yay! Oh, sorry. That didn't sound dignified. I meant, yay!
Please, no epic battles today.
You. I have need of your services. As leader of the Sovereign, I took umbrage to being subjugated under Kang's rule and launched an attack against his forces. But we were no match for him, and each of our remote-controlled drones was shot down. What irks me most about this is that some of the drones are damaged but still online, meaning anyone who happens upon them could steal Sovereign technology. I need you to find and destroy them. A wise decision. While the drones are no longer emitting a tracking signal, we are still receiving the visual feed from each. Use this to pinpoint their locations.
Detected a crime pretty close to you. Hey, wouldn't it be great if this was the last crime ever? Nah, a girl can dream.
You've completed your task. Allow me to thank you properly. It seems congratulations are in order. With our technology no longer littering the streets of Chronopolis, the Sovereign can regroup and plan our next assault on Kang. What? You didn't think we'd allow this to stand, did you? Kang must pay for this insult. But I see that you already work towards stopping him. In return for your assistance, I will aid your cause in whatever way I can.
Yay! Oh, sorry. That didn't sound dignified. I'm in.
Smashed up those stupid announcement speakers. I'm going to shake their hand till it
I'd say Xandar's actually looking pretty good, considering the place was shot to bits, stomped all over by a celestial, then ripped up and dropped into some kind of crazy limbo world.
Hello? Is there a better...
Has anyone seen the Queen lately?
I really adore her.
Oh, everything I need in this town is either destroyed or just straight up doesn't exist anymore. Thanks a lot, Kang.
All right, Kang's defenses are down. The Guardians are finally gonna teach that no-good buckethead a lesson.
That carnivorous plant near the Novacore building seems a little dangerous. I hope some brave gardener takes care of it before it eats somebody.
I'd say Xandar's a...
Hey! Sorry. That didn't sound right.
Those Asgardians next door are pretty impressive. The way they dress and those accents? Oh, so cool.
If I ever meet the person who smashed up those stupid announcement speakers, I'm going to shake their hand till it falls off. Well, okay, maybe not. Guardians, how long does it take to beat one guy? I want to go home already.
All right, Kang's defenses are down. The Guardians are finally gonna teach that no-good buckethead a lesson.
This is very strange to me.
If I ever meet the person who smashed up those stupid announcement speakers, I'm going to shake their hand till it falls off. Well, okay, maybe not.
Was thinking I'd take a trip to Egypt soon. I bet the kids would love making sandcastles. And I've heard the weather is pretty... fair. Oh.
That carnivorous plant near the Novacore building seems a little dangerous. I hope some brave gardener takes care of it before it eats somebody. Come on, Guardians. How long does it take to beat one guy? I want to go home already.
I'd actually looking pretty good. Considering the place was shot to bits, stomped all over by a celestial, then ripped up and dropped into some kind of crazy limbo.
I do so enjoy sitting next to the central fountain. It emits a sense of mystery, like there's some sort of secret hidden inside.
Has, anyone seen the Queen lately?
I really adore her.
Interesting. I wonder if there is mention of this in the Book of Vishanti.
Destroyed or just straight up doesn't exist anymore. Thanks a lot.
This item, I like it. Another!
What a Kang-tastic day. Sorry, I get paid to say.
Oh, when I get my hands on him. Ooh. When I find the rock brain that left my cargo hold unlocked, I'ma kill all of them. I just caught a bunch of no-good bandits helping themselves to my loot. Took care of most of them, but the rest managed to slip away with my goods. Ain't nobody steal from the Yondu clan. I stole that booty fair and square, and now we're gonna steal that stolen booty I stole back. You with me? Smart choice. All right, time to hunt down those thieving bandits and reclaim my booty.
That carnivorous plant near the Novacore building seems a little dangerous. This is quite the conundrum.
I admire their spirit, but do they not realize with whom they're dealing?
Those golden helmets are so fancy.
I'd recognize that smell anywhere. That's the sweet smell of swag, mixed with the not-so-sweet stench of swag swipers. There they are! Get them! Don't forget to grab all that loot they dropped. We ain't done till we got every last piece.
Falls off. Well, okay.
is here to stay. He was super rude to me when I went to say hi before.
You get it all, then move out.
Life sure is great when it's not raining Nova Corps ships.
Hi!
I don't want to go to work today. It's so nice out. Maybe I should just hop on the Kangle rail and go on a trip. Maybe to that sandy triangle place, or the rainy castle-y place.
More of them thieves dead ahead. Time to take back what they stole. That's definitely my booty tumbling out of their pockets.
That was a little embarrassing.
Don't see any more of my treasure here. Let's keep on looking.
I'd say Xandar's actually looking pretty good, considering the place was shot to bits, stomped all over by a celestial, then ripped up and dropped into some kind of crazy limbo world.
Come on, Guardians. How long does it take to beat one guy? I want to go home.
Well, look at what we got here. So kind of you boys to hold on to my treasure for me, but let me take it off your hands.
I don't want to go to work today.
Did you grab all the gold? Ain't no good to me sitting in the dust, kid.
I wonder if that Lunarian guy in the book was here.
All right, let's do a quick stock check. 1, 2, 6, 4, something. Who am I kidding? I can't count. But my Ravager's instincts say it checks out. So that's good enough for me. Nice work, Skipper. Hopefully that'll teach the rest of those bandits not to mess with me. I tell you, with all these dishonest folk around these days, you can't be too careful. So lucky for you, you've now got the Yondu clan to watch your back. You ever find yourself in a scrap, you give me a holler.
Ah, what's this? Mayhaps an ancient relic of great importance.
Considering the place was shot to bits.
This is quite the conundrum. Guardians, how long does it take to...
There's a crime happening near you. Can you see it? Go teach those guys a lesson.
Those Asgardians next door are pretty impressive. The way they dress and those accents? Oh, so cool!
Hey, give me a hand, will ya?
Where am I going? I feel like I'm just walking in circles. I should make a note of my path in future. Maybe I should make a note about that. Wait, where was I going? I do so enjoy sitting next to the central fountain. It emits a sense of mystery, like there's some sort of secret hidden inside.
I wonder if that Lemurian guy in the pool is here to stay. He was super rude to me when I went to say hi before.
Oh, everything I need in this town is either destroyed or just straight up doesn't exist anymore. Thanks a lot, Kang.
Get me out of here!
I think I'll play some Hexagon Blitz in my break. Just a little bit, though. If I spend another 2-hour lunch lost in...
This is quite the conundrum. Those golden helmets are so fancy.
Those Asgardians next door are pretty impressive. The way they dress and those accents? Ah, so cool!
Come on, Guardians. How long does it take to beat one guy? I want to go home already.
I suppose even the Black Panther has limits.
Oh, everything I need in this town is either destroyed or just straight up doesn't exist anymore. Thanks a lot, Kang.
All right, Kang's defenses are down. The Guardians are finally gonna teach that no-good buckethead a lesson.
I have no idea how that happened. Thanks, true believers.
Was thinking I'd take a trip to Egypt soon. I bet the kids would love making sand castles. And I've heard the weather is pretty...
That carnivorous plant near the Novacore building seems a little dangerous. I hope some brave gardener takes care of it before it eats somebody. Maybe I should just hop on the kangaroo and go on maybe to that sandy trial place for the rainy castle place.
The only hexagon-based game you think you can keep up with these hexagons? Copy the sequence 3 times to win.
Ronan is always so accusing. Well, I accuse him of being a big jerk.
Error. Congratulation dialogue 05 not found. Please report to game team.
Next one. Did the Gons put a hex on you? Please try again. Nice job. Don't relax, Asgard, just yet.
I nearly joined the Nova Corps, but I hated
Step
what the
right up and
helmets
take
did to
on
my
hexagon
hair.
blitz. Now with more hexagons. You hexagon and got that wrong. Pay close attention to the sequence.
That carnivorous plant near the Nova Corps building seems a little dangerous. I hope some brave gardener takes care of it before it eats somebody. If I ever meet the person who smashed up those stupid announcements speakers,
These hexagons are no match for you. Your ability to repeat random sequences is unmatched. Please, take your prize. Until next time.
I'd say Xandar's actually looking pretty good, considering the place was shot.
Nova Corps is always happy to help a noble cause, even if providing the refreshments for Quill's soiree was the least Xandar could do, after everything the Guardians of the Galaxy have done for us in our recent troubles with Kang. Although I didn't expect the responsibility to fall directly on my shoulders when we agreed to provide them.
New hexagon challenge.
As you can imagine, the Nova Corps have a lot of fires to put out right now, both figurative and non-figurative. And as much as I would like to help out in the party planning process, I do still have at least a chunk of an empire to run. Now, could you lend your time to the cause? Wonderful. Remember, Quill is a Terran, so you might want to try and find some of that junk food young people seem to be so fond of.
Those golden helmets are so fancy.
I think I'll play some Hexagon Blitz in my break. Just a little bit. If I spend another...
Oh, everything in this town is either destroyed or just straight up doesn't exist anymore. Thanks a lot, Kang. If I ever meet the person... This is quite the conundrum.
I'd say Xandar's actually looking pretty good, considering the place was shot to bits, stomped all over by a celestial, then ripped up and dropped into some kind of crazy limbo.
Where am I going? I feel like I'm just walking in circles. I should make a note of my path in future. Maybe I should make a note about that. Where was I going?
carnivorous plant near the Novacore building. Seems a little dangerous. I hope
Novacore are so
what a Kang-tastic day. Sorry, I get paid to say that.
Help!
Chronopolis is full of food, but not all of it could be well, I can't imagine they'll be running out of food at this rate. Now, where did my assistant put that invitation? Did I even get an invitation? Maybe it's time I start opening up those messages I keep receiving. They can't all be spam. On behalf of the Novacore, we'd like to express our profound gratitude for your help in these catering matters. I shall see you at the event. Possibly.
What is the origin of this? Hey, you didn't think you could be that helpful and not unlock a new Gwenpool mission, did you? Go check out that bad boy!
Set right up and take on Hex Gauntlet. Now,
Sisters. Can't live with them? My sister and I have a, shall we say, strained relationship. It's actually quite tiring hating Gamora so much, to the point where a part of me wishes the bad blood between us could just disappear. But let's face it, that's not going to happen. What I need is a sister I don't constantly have to fight. Preferably one that shares my distinct sense of fashion. And one without all that emotional baggage. I need this sister to be more like me. Totally in control of her emotions! Do you understand what I'm saying? I need you to find me this perfect sister. Build her with your own hands if you must. Can I trust you to do that? Apparently, the Avengers have a facility for assembling life forms to an exact specification. I would probably start there if I were you.
I wonder if that Lemurian guy... trying to pull us here. He was super rude to me when I went to say hi.
Hexagon-based game you need this year.
Must remember to buy cake.
The image beside... What? You couldn't be. Surely this is some kind of trick. Fine, I'll humor you. Wow, a sister for me? We should engage in bonding activities such as fighting side by side and... Actually, I could really go for some action right about now. Come, new sister, let us seek out some enemies to fight together!
I know it's wrong, but I find that so dreamy. If only he'd stop his relentless attack on my planet.
Permit me to ask you some questions to aid in our bonding, sister. What style of hair do you think would look cute on me? If I had hair, I mean.
If I ever meet the person who smashed all those stupid announcement speakers, I'm going to shake their hand till it falls off. Well, okay, maybe not.
Come, new sister. I will teach you much about combat. You lose as often as I do, you still pick up a few tricks. Yes, sister, that's it! Reduce them all to studs! Take that, Dad! Take that, Gamora! Oh, sorry, bad habit.
I think I'll play some Hexagon Blitz in my break. Just a little bit. If I spend another 2-hour lunch lost to the Hexagons, the boss is gonna blitz me.
You're better company than Ronan, at least. I guess there is something to this cooperation thing. Come, sister, let us seek out some more morally dubious opponents.
I wonder if that Lunarian guy in the floor is here to stay. He was super rude to me when I went to say hi before.
Come on, Guardians. How long does it take to beat one guy?
Tell me, what is your favorite mute? You think you can hurt me? I'm at least 70% cybernetic by now. Stop wasting our time. Aim for their shins!
That carnivorous plant near the Nova Corbiton seems a little dangerous. I hope some brave gardener takes care of it before it eats somebody.
Call the core!
I know it's wrong, but I find that...
Did you try the latest magazine quiz? Apparently, I'm a Miranda.
Must remember to buy cake.
If I ever meet the person who smashed up those stupid announcement speakers, I'm going to shake their hand till it falls off. Well, okay, maybe not. Oh, everything I need in this town is either destroyed or just straight up.
Strangers are just enemies you haven't met yet. Pathetic! You are all pathetic! Is your heart even in this, sister?
Guardians are finally gonna teach that no good.
Well, I can confirm that this was a thoroughly ridiculous idea, but that isn't to say I didn't take some pleasure from it. It was actually nice to fight alongside someone for a change. In the past, sisterly bonding time has always ended with me being bonded to more machinery, so this was a welcome change. Thank you, sister. Perhaps we can hang out again sometime.
Interesting. Please, no epic battles today.
Have you been rustling the wrong people's feathers in Xandar? I've just spotted a major villain headed that way.
I bet the kids would love making sandcastles. And I've heard the weather is pretty fair. Oh.
Oh, not you again. Didn't you get your fill last time? I've learned some sweet new moves since last time.
He was super say hi.
Maybe you've already seen it, but some trouble is going down near where you are.
Nova Corps are so cool.
You pathetic pests!
I bet the kids would. And I heard the weather is pretty.
Ow! Stop that!
All right, Kangaroos are down. The Guardians are finally gonna teach that no-good buckethead a lesson.
You pathetic pests! How about best of 3, or however many we're up to?
Life sure is great, but it's not raining Nova.
Who decided to put our city next to an active volcano? I like hot and dangerous as much as the next guy, but this is too much. It's stomped all over by...
Are you game for some more bonus, button-bashing, bonus mission stuff? Sure you are! And not to give away spoilers, this one has cake at the end! A couple of the Avengers have been invited to Star-Lord's ship to set up a surprise party for Gamora. Party games, food, and dancing. Awesome! I imagine, as Gamora was Thanos' adopted daughter, parties might not have featured much in her childhood. Less petting zoos and ice cream, more ultimate cage fighting and evil laughter lessons. Aww. It seems like this party was a surprise for Star-Lord, too. The way he's looking at Cap and Spidey's balloons, I'd say he totally forgot all about the party. Good thing for Star-Lord, Cap has exactly the can-do attitude that's needed to get the party started. In my day, we could get a swell shindig going with the flick of a broom, powdered egg, and a bugler. Okay, so I'm paraphrasing from stuff I heard in old war movies, but the point Cap is trying to make is once all the mess has been cleaned up, all that's needed for Gamora's party is eats and good tunes.
What?
Go, little guy! Show him who's boss!
These creatures, they do not work together.
It's just an expression, Drax. Yeesh. Well, that's just great. What are we supposed to do for fun now?
I could recount my list of 100 greatest victories in battle.
Yeah, I think I'd rather watch my whiskers grow.
Hey, do you mind not smashing up my ship with your novelty flying disc?
It's a shield.
Who throws a shield, dude?
Seems simple enough. Align the circuits, totally unnecessary, but okay.
Why does everything run on some form of electricity?
We better get some food out for these people before they get hangry.
I am Groot.
It totally is a word. It's hungry and angry.
Boy, I could use a superhero right now.
So, apparently, doing whatever a spider can doesn't cover this. This place is dead. We need to get this party jumping.
How do I get myself in these crazy situations?
some. Who's up for a little dancing?
I don't really dance.
You sure? I got a killer soundtrack planned.
Let the good times roll! Who'd have thought Rocket could lindy hop like a furry Gene Kelly? Everyone, even Drax, is having such a good time that they've forgotten what the party was for in the first place. Oop, there she is! Gamora is back. But Star-Lord is too busy doing one of his 3 dance moves to notice. This was a surprise party for her, dude. Well, she certainly looks surprised. I reckon when she's gotten over the shock of the Milano having been cleaned up, she'll get her groove on and partay with the rest. I'm sure the galaxy can do without its guardians for one night. Are you game for some more bonus, button-bashing, bonus mission stuff? Sure you are! And not to give away spoilers,
How do I get myself?
I am not familiar with this. I demand someone explain it to me.
As a friendly reminder, do not forget that Baron Zemo is greater than you all.
me out of here! Hey, give me a hand, will ya? Boy, I could use a superhero right now. Hey, give me a hand, will ya? Thank you for saving your Generalissimo, Brigadiers. Excelsior! Excelsior!